This is Football Daft with Stephen Purden,
midfield dynamo and average actor,
Chris Toll,
target man, suspicious character,
and
For the top end of Stevenson, Grado!
Welcome to Football Daft, the daftest Scottish football podcast around. I'm Stephen Purden and let's welcome the team. First, a man who's getting a wee bit excited about the Celtic kit potentially leaking online this week. It's Chris Toll. Nice hat, mate.
Thank you. The man from Monty. You say yes.
The baddie for Scarface, mate.
I can't wait for these Adidas lads, honestly. I know.
Must admit.
I feel like I'll win, honestly.
I am buzzing for it and all. And now welcome a man who this week is taken to drinking pink gin and lemonade and thinks it's a cocktail. It's Grado.
Aye, how you doing? What's that kind of intros of that? I drank a fucking pink gin and what was it? I had pink gin and lemonade last night on the Wrestling Daft podcast.
I love that. I love
That's
a pink gin and lemonade.
very refreshing. But
I put me raspberries in mine as well.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
I bet you any money the guys for gangs at London drink gin and pink lemonade.
I've
Do
not saw
not
that
fucking
yet.
get me started on the gangs at London.
Is it good, mate?
No.
Right.
It's like, do you know what it's like? It's like the boys they made in Chelsea have just all of a sudden became fucking game and Gallus.
Oh,
and
so
they
it's
walk
like
about thinking they're gangster. And
Nando's haircut,
Aye.
folk fucking swaggering about, think they're solid.
they go for a Nando's and they fucking insta their enemies and say, I'll meet you down at the fucking sub club or something, you know what I mean?
Seriously, is that for real? Is that the sort of
That
shit?
was like.
It's, do you know what? The action scenes in it, they've spent a bit of dough on it. The action scenes are phenomenal. They're really, really good. But the rest of it is fucking powder puff.
Is it really?
Aye.
Christ.
And my...
I bet you there's no Furio amongst them.
No, mate. See if this mob wanted to walk down New Jersey, man, and bump into the Sopranos. Fucking game's a bogey, mate.
He's
No
kicked in.
chance. Aye. Part of that was alright.
What else has been happening, lads? Everything going well?
Well, so the day was quite a weird one, to be honest with you. I could be very, very, very close to getting my absolute hero on this podcast through a Gravedigger.
Your hero, as in AKA Jerry Pellini.
Jerry Pellini, yes. Conan Rangers.
Jerry Pellini know the Undertaker?
What?
How the fuck does Jerry Pellini know the Undertaker?
He wasn't an Undertaker, he's a Gravedigger for the council. It was quite...
He's a wrestling manager now. Jerry Pellini, man.
Right, guys, come on. Let me tell you something. So I went round to, it was my mum's birthday the day, and obviously I went round to her grave, and I noticed that there was two gravediggers at the bottom of the cemetery, and
The what?
The cemetery.
The cemetery. Is that
Do you
no
not
something
cry
to
at
do
that?
with maths?
Do you not call it that, don't you, right?
Is that no something to do with maths?
Aye.
No,
Is that like cemetery?
Is that another? I see. I didn't know you didn't say it like that.
You just say graveyard.
Cemetery. We say cemetery. So the cemetery, man. So I'm at the cemetery, right, and I see these two gravediggers, and I'm like, ah, that's fucking Ian Cashmore used to play with the Buffs. No way, tidy. So I'm like, right, and the fucking. I noticed the cemetery was empty, right? There was no other funeral zone, so it wasn't as if I was being disrespectful. But I got the Buffs tune off YouTube and started blasting it. Obviously, he pops up, turns around, no, it's fucking good. I'm like, Cashy!
Wait a minute. You're doing this at your mother's grave.
No, mate. I know, mate. It was so bizarre, right? But he's a Buffs legend, man. And now he's a gravedigger. In fact, I knew he was a gravedigger because I know this might be kind of daft, right? But, or kind of morbid or whatever, but the day I'm always buried, we were at the graveside there, and when we were kind of lowering her down, obviously the council gravedigger stood next to you, and I just felt one of them put his hands on my shoulder, and I'm like, ah, as I fucking lay my mom into the ground, right, all meant to be dead serious, I turn around and fucking double take, I'm like, that's fucking Cashy for the Buffs. I'm like, fucking hell, what are you doing, mate? It was the saddest moment in my life, man. I'm like, ah, fucking Buffs legend standing right next to me, man. So I'm talking to him about that. He was like, aye, that. He says, look, I felt kind of awkward there that day. He says, I didn't know how to do it. I says, no, look, you totally take my mind right off it, man. So I was damn thinking about Buffs things and all that with fucking Ian Cashmore. He used to play for Ayr United and stuff like that. So
Blowing your mother into the ground and you turn around and say,
doing mate, Cashy?
Grado like that across the grave. Da, look, it's Cashy.
It's like, fucking Buff Legend. He was kind of talking away about that, and we get talking about the show and stuff as he listens into it. Shout out to Cashy, man, who scored 108 goals for the Buffs. That's a lot of goals, man.
Wow.
Goals. So, that was a weirdly experience today. When I'm always graveside just sitting talking about Jerry Pelini, man.
Bet you, man, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, man, there's going to be somebody pure swaggering about the cemetery, blaring out the Buff tune to find Cashy, man. Grado just walking with people are morbid looking at their dead loved ones, and you're walking about with the tune, the Buff's tune, blaring Cashy.
Grado's
fucking old programme signed and all that.
You know what I found the other day in my dad's room? Look at this programme.
Go to see what, man.
He's right round the full cemetery checking every headstone for fucking cash work. Sitting at the grave waiting on him coming back. You fucking sick.
No, he was cool as fuck, but that, I mean, as I say, I did want to bring up that story because it's always played in my mind that how he was standing right next to me, man. And I'm like, fucking, how you doing, mate?
It's an outstanding story, man.
I know. But as I say, he's just texted me there. I gave him his number, and he's messaged Jerry Pelini. Surely some fucker who's been listening to this podcast and knows Jerry Pelini and tells him, they're not talking about you on their show every week.
I'm going to tell you something now, mate. Right? See, for the past few weeks, us three have been working on getting Jerry.
Seriously?
Aye.
Is it hard?
I managed to contact his niece on Twitter.
Right.
John got a hold of him somehow, and I'm sure Stevie's had some sort of contact with somebody that knows him.
Does he not like me?
How much will you give me for Jerry Pelini's mobile number?
I've
got it. I was going to do it for your birthday, but you're going to spoil it.
I'm going to do your birthday, mate.
Right, well, hold on, my birthday's in 2 weeks' time. 2 episodes' time, is it no?
In 2 weeks.
That makes my big birthday bash special with Jerry Pelini, come on.
Right, 2 weeks' time, I will get Jerry Pelini on this show for your birthday.
Yeah,
and see the best part is, Grads, guess who's son that is on the Legends Lottery in 2 weeks, mate?
Who's that?
Me. Guess who I'm going to be bringing on to the Legends Lottery in 2 weeks, mate?
Who, Cashy?
Fucking Jerry Pelini, you bastard. Fucking gutted, man. We spoke about this, didn't we, John? I was saying,
boys, it's my birthday in 2 weeks, and Hockey's getting a milestone for me.
you know what I've got for you, Stevie?
Fucking Scott Sinclair.
Peter Hoostra.
Peter, I'd be alright.
It would have been a good one, but wouldn't it?
Hoostra was a player, man. Hoostra was a player. Boys, 2 words for you. 2 words.
All right.
Scottish football. What do you think? Some nick in it?
I've just zoomed out. I'm just saying Zoom because I'm on Zoom, but I've kind of zoned out it, to be honest with you. I know. It's fucking Zoom every day. It feels like, I'm sure I'm not the only man. There's before listening at home that's just having to do these Zoom calls, but as I say, it's Scottish football. It seems as if it's been fucking decided those Zoom calls.
Well, this time last week we were recording this. The dossier was getting presented.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Bit of a mess, innit?
Aye. But
you know what?
I don't know what to say about it, to be honest with you.
I genuinely don't fully understand it. I'm not going to lie.
I don't get me. I
don't understand it. I feel like an idiot because I feel like I should have an opinion on it, whether it's one way or the other. I kind of feel as if, you need to side with the Celtic supporters here. You need to side with Celtic. I don't understand it, and that's not a lie.
Toe, I'm exactly the same. I feel bad coming on here not having a pure opinion like fucking Doncaster should be out and do.
Aye.
I just feel as if there's so much happening in the world right now. There's all this shambles, the pandemic and stuff like that. It's hard to fucking...
But lads, we're nearly back. We've got fucking Bundesliga action coming up.
Yes, the German football's back.
Live football this weekend on BT Sport.
Mate, the ratings for this is for BT on Sunday or whatever are going to be through the roof, I reckon. If they've still got their subscription, people will be turning back on their subscriptions for this shit, won't they?
Do you know what we should do? Let's pick a team. Let's pick a German team.
Bayern Munich.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Glory Hunter.
No. Can't Bayern Munich, mate.
How?
They pump Team 7-0 every week. All right, you can't ban Munich.
Right, okay, right.
No. I think you should be allowed Bayern Munich because I want to be Dortmund.
Right.
But Dortmund are a bit. They're no like what sometimes they like you doing the cooking the odd time. Do you know what I mean?
What about Mönchengladbach? Are they the number one thing?
Yes, they're away to Eintracht Frankfurt this weekend.
Really? Right. Well, I'm going for Mönchengladbach.
Who are you going for, Toll? Dortmund?
Yeah, I'm Dortmund, mate. Who are you going for?
Right, I'll go for Red Bull Leipzig.
Fucking know what you to pick a new team, eh?
Yeah, wee prick.
Sorry. What about you, John? Who are you taking?
I've been to a Hertha Berlin game before, so I'll take Hertha Berlin.
You daft bastard. You've got Boyata at centre half.
Oh, shit, so yes.
Right, another wee new bit this podcast every week, man. The Chris Toll rumour mill.
Brilliant. I've never heard of this.
Off the press this week, Chris?
One just to a check.
Right. Is Tommy Wright driving up, Edmondson driving out?
No, but do you know what? There's somebody driving up the runway at Old Trafford.
And who's that?
Apparently Moussa Dembele is on his way to Man United for 61 million quid.
Aye, but that's like true. That's proper news. What's in your rumour mill? Know what fucking Tommy Wright got at Rangers?
Do I know my rumour mill? What I read yesterday. Rangers are going to sign Yanis Hadji on a permanent deal and sell him the same day to Lazio for double the money. There's a rumour for me.
I love how he's pure serious and that he's fucking...
Telling you, man. What,
mate?
What?
Honestly, man.
$4.5 million for there. 9 million in the skyrocket. Watch this.
So, honestly, man, see, since we've been into lockdown, man, your imaginations, it cracks me up. It's brilliant. And remember, if you have any banter for us, please get on the Twitter at Football Daft Pod, Football Daft Podcast on Instagram, and just search Football Daft on Facebook.
Right, so if you've been in a road traffic accident and you're not at fault, G4 Claims can make it easy for you. They can provide you with complete accident management support you require. They'll recover your costs from the at-fault party and sort out a like-for-like vehicle replacement. They'll also organise your vehicle to be repaired at one of their approved body shops and returned to you. Should your vehicle be deemed a write-off, they'll recover the pre-accident value of your car and write you a big fat cheque for it, and best of all, it won't cost you a penny as they charge the at-fault insurance direct. G4 Claims don't cold call, they don't buy data, and once they process your claim, your insurance will remain unscathed. The best thing is, Nicole and the team over there won't take on your case if they don't think that they can help. So if you've been in a road traffic accident or know someone that has, get onto G4 Claims on 01698 767 172. That's 01698 767.
Grado's favourite aircraft.
7172. Get them at notatfaultclaims.com. and find them on social media at G4 Claims Limited. G4 Claims. Not at fault claims.
Made easy.
Football Daft's big question.
Right, there are players that come to your club and you think they're shite. Fast forward a few years and you look back and you maybe think to yourself, hey, they weren't that actually too bad. So we've got to say thanks to Wayne. Wayne, for this week's big question he asked on Twitter to put this out to everybody. What terrible player that played for your team would you have back in your current squad?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question, actually, isn't it?
Do you know something? I was now BBC Scotland are doing the old reruns of the old Firm games and all that, classic matches.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching, I think, was it the 3H game?
Oh, 95, 96?
No, the one at Parkhead where the Boer scored the header.
Oh, right, no.
Was that no 4 each, Stevie?
No, it was 3 each. So we went 3-2 up. Avalanche scored to put us 3-2 up, then Sutton equalised. But do you know who, when you look at some of these games, who I thought he was fucking rank rotten, but I wouldn't mind a bit he's dig and a bit he's just in your face? Maurice Ross. He wasn't he? When you watch some of these back,
really?
He looks alright. I was talking to big Stevie about it on Twitter, man. He did look alright in these games. You're going, back then you're thinking he was shite, but see now, man, he'd maybe walk into the team.
Definitely.
What about you, Grego?
He was constantly fucking pelting Maurice, I remember he was, wasn't he? I wouldn't have. Here's if I take me think about this. I don't fucking know.
I've no time to think about it, mate.
Right, but you got somebody already.
That's why I passed it.
No, mate. I know. I'm trying to think actually. Right, so. Do you know who Hamid? That actually, I was going to actually maybe say him.
Dragan Mladenovic.
Gary Bolin.
Gary Bolin, man. I think, like, I don't know, man. Like,
Try
so many, man. Like, you look back, big Dragan Mladenovic, man. He had a belter of a fitness test, though, you know what I mean? To say, he done all right there. Then he played a pre-season friendly.
Aye.
That's about it.
What about Marvin Gale?
Marvin Gale.
He didn't even get. Did he even come on?
Marvin Gale's not a person, mate.
Marcus Gale.
Oh, Marcus Gale.
Marvin, you think the Marvin Gaye, the singer?
You heard it through the grapevine, money.
What's going on? What's going on?
When Marcus Gale was getting ready to enter the pitch as a sub, Jim Walter Smith went like, "Let's get him on."
I don't think he would because it was Advocat that was the manager at the time.
Aye, all right, you fucking asshole.
Aye, but we didn't even get the chance to see Marvin Gaye. I'm saying it again, it's Marcus Gale, isn't it? Fuck me, man. What actually happened at Rangers?
Remember he signed him and Eagle Austinstad and all that at the same time?
Aye, Eagle Austinstad.
Honestly, see when we signed Eagle Austinstad, I remember me and my mate got to the shop, getting a couple of rolls, we got the paper, the headline in the paper was, "The Eagle has landed."
That's brilliant.
It wouldn't have been quite as catchy if they'd have wrote "The Austinstad has landed."
He fucking rotten, man.
Aye, he was, mate. He was absolutely...
He wouldn't even get a game for us, you know?
No.
By the way, I'm genuinely thinking just now.
It's a very hard question. I'm trying to think somebody that's maybe played it in fucking... I don't think.
I've got one. Pookie. Pookie.
Pookie fucking couldn't stop scoring last season for Norwich, man.
I know. I still think he'd be shite if he come back up here.
Hey, what about fucking thinking about it now? Was you say maybe Waghorn? Was he still bagging him in?
Waggles?
Nah,
man. He wouldn't get a game for us now. No chance.
Remember we're not just talking about players that are still playing now, are we?
No.
Just players that you thought were shite in your team. So, like, do you know who would maybe get a game for us now? Fucking Basil Bowley.
Aye, Basil Bowley.
Basil Bowley was shite.
He was shite for us.
They don't win a Champions League medal.
He won the Champions League a year before we signed him for Marseille.
Aye.
He signed him in the summer after he fucking won the European Cup.
Aye.
He signed him in
won the European Cup.
Aye, won.
Fucking.
And there's somebody there that...
that day, did you not sign Brian Laudrup as well?
Aye, well...
I think so.
You're getting mixed up because Walter Smith...
was talking about Basil Bowley and
you try to say Bowley and Laudrup. Aye, you try to say Bowley and Laudrup can't have got a fucking game.
Was it
Archie, you want to hear that shit, Archie?
Shove the microphone up his arse.
Aye,
that's what Archie said.
Brilliant.
You sure it wasn't Dick Advocate?
Right, let's see what some of the listeners said. Kenny Dubia, there's a good shout for Kenny.
Exactly.
Alex Cleland.
Right back. He scored a hat-trick against Keith at Pataudry.
Alex Cleland never played another game of football after Alessandro Del Piero turned him inside out.
Alex Cleland was he done a good job for us, man.
Scored an old for him and all, didn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, what about... See, I know we're kind of going off topic here, but did you manage to catch the Real Kashmir FC, the second party, a year later with David Robertson?
I've not seen the second party yet.
Oh, it's better than the first one.
I've not even seen the first one.
There was, you know, you seen the first bit, it's brilliant, and there's a bit where he's standing at the sidelines, he's like, fucking hell, I'd rather be fucking getting fucked after. Something about Juventus anyway, because obviously, where was it? We get beat 4-0.
4-0.
And then it was maybe 4-1 at fucking...
I think it was...
Both games.
Was it no 4-0 both games? That's what I thought. Remember Del Piero's free kick, man.
Aye, man, fucking hell. But we didn't have Gorman goals in at that time. I think fucking it was Billy Thompson that was in goals. Fuck.
Really?
Aye, I think Gorman was in.
It wasn't Billy Thompson, was it? It was that wee blonde guy that was in goals against
Colin
Celtic.
Scott.
That John Collins scored the free kick, didn't he? Was it not around about that time?
No, Billy Thompson definitely played against Juventus, either at Ibrox or at fucking Italy. 100%. The Gorman wasn't playing. Because I remember being a wee young guy, thinking, that's because of Billy Thompson.
I don't think that's what because Billy Thompson was in goals.
I want to do the plethora of fucking Italian internationals that were up against you. It was Billy Thompson's fault.
What a Juventus team that was, man.
Oh, man.
Chris McDermott says Matt Doherty, stand out at Wolves, now had a bad spell at Hibs. What a player.
By the way,
Matt Doherty. See my fantasy football, see the amount of points he gets me every week, man. What a player.
Really?
Aye, he's brilliant, man. Brilliant. Shota's disco shoes. Pretty much every player pre-2012 would have walked into this side until about 18 months ago and immediately been captain and best player.
I don't know about that, mate. Remember we had Sibo in fucking 2008 or 2007, whenever it was, and
Shota's disco
Jean-Pierre Fan, fucking hell.
aye. The famous Kelly supporter Gordon Sawyers, who chose Josh McGuinness. Josh McGuinness.
Aye. DT said Pookie, there you go, Chris. Pookie.
Fuck, aye.
Grant Munn, Umar Sadiq.
Oh, no.
I cannot believe that Grant Munn's a Roma fan.
Andy Bell, Conterman just for that goal against Celtic. What a goal that was.
He was Barry Bombscare at the time, wasn't it? And that's the name that stuck with him.
I was at that game and see the noise that the ball hit when it hit the net.
Really?
What that's like.
He must have hit it at about fucking 350 mile an hour, man. What that was?
That was a right good old fashioned Old Firm, man. That was a battle that night. I remember that night like yesterday, man. What a fucking goal that was. Brian Burnett, a Heart supporter. Robbie Nielsen, such an underrated player.
Robbie Nielsen, he's a nice guy. I bumped into him.
He is.
Don
Pablo says Morris Edu, there's a shout.
Oh, but I never thought Edu was shite. And again, he scored that last minute goal.
Aye.
In the last dying seconds.
What about Willie? Jeremy Clement.
Aye, right. I'll crack a jokes, Willie.
By the way, he came to Rangers with some fucking pedigree behind him.
He wasn't actually a bad player, man.
What, I can't even tell you what he looks like.
He was technically very good. You will in a minute because you're going to Google him, aren't you?
I'm a.
He was a tidy player, man.
It instantly reminded me as well who I thought we'd signed a player when we signed him. Fucking remember Jerome Rotten?
Aye.
Fucking hell, man.
Aye.
Oh, aye, Jeremy Clement. Was that? Oh, he was just. Where did he play?
Midfield.
Aye.
Rangers, mate.
Who was in centre half? The Swedish boy we had that year as well.
Svensson.
Aye, Carl Svensson.
Carl Svensson.
Man.
Like when signed him, man.
Remember the first game of the season when Rangers, when he scored. Remember he scored the header. It was one each against Motherwell or something like that.
Aye, something like that, wasn't it?
Ah, well, Svensson. Who cares? They're all shite anyway. They wouldn't get a
Right for a reason.
Right, every week on Football Daft, it's our mission to find where the cult heroes are on the Legends Lottery. Toll's putting hat on, acting all smart because he's done his last week. Grado done his.
See my reaction when a fanboy for Henry Larsson here.
Henry Larsson. Mate, it's the Legends Lottery. Come on, man. Come on. Fuck's sake, calm down. Right, so this week, obviously, it was on me to get somebody with drink. Boys, think I done it with drink?
Jules Rousset.
Is it Steve Dykstra?
Steve Dykstra.
No. I have.
See if this is Jerry Polini, I'm going to dive through the fucking window.
So, if it's Jerry Polini, I'm going to... Oh my God.
What are you excited, Grado?
I can't wait, because we are going to get him on this.
Right, boys, let me tell you something.
Right?
It is not Jerry Polini. Right.
No, this is going to be a letdown now, unless it is Henry Larsson.
Well, mate, you started at Larsson. I'm going to fucking let you do it. It's Scott Sinclair.
Oh, you're fucking dancer. Ask him if he's Nakamura's number.
He played 178 games for Greenock Morton. He played 273 games for St Johnstone. He's back at Morton. He won the Scottish Cup with St Johnstone. What do you think?
Nick Dasovic.
Nah. Well, we just get him on, John.
No, wait, I'm going to take one guess.
Are you Googling this?
I just typed in 168 Greenock Morton, but none's coming up.
He won the Scottish Cup with St Johnstone. His brother is a wrestler. He's a bit of a St Johnstone legend. It's the one and only Chris Millar.
Chris Millar.
Oh,
Who's
my.
his brother?
Yeah?
Who's his brother?
Craig Anthony Ralston.
Is his brother Simon
Hey,
Millar?
brother!
That's how I got in touch with him. So I was talking to Craig the other night and I just went, here you, do you think your brother'd want to come on this? And he went, aye. That's it.
No way.
Right,
Aye.
he's ready to come on. Will I just bring him in then?
Go for it.
How you doing, lads? Is alright?
How you doing, Chris? Oh man, the resemblance to your brother now, holy.
I've just felt them in saying, you might know his brother. His brother's a wrestler. They didn't even know you were Craig's brother.
Natural.
You talk like him, no?
By the way, I'll tell you what, your brother's going places.
Oh, he's really good, by the way.
Is he good?
Awful good.
I've been down to see you.
Have you?
I saw you in the Greenock Town Hall a few times.
So where are you now? You're at Morton now, aren't you, mate?
I'm at Morton, aye. I've been there for the past 2 seasons.
Aye. How's it going there, man? Where are you in the league now?
Well, we were kind of sitting just about mid-table, just off it. We were on a good run, but in January we hadn't lost. We'd lost like 2 games. One of them was a cup game against Tibbs since January, so we were in a good bit of form as well. And so for us, it was a wee bit of disappointment to finish it because there wasn't much between it. Do you know what I mean? Relegation was close, but we could get into a playoff place as well. So we were kind of in between all that.
Aye. Is that your rug, mate?
That's my rug, lad. What's happening?
Oh, is that your rug? No, brilliant.
Total professionalism. Right, anyway. Sorry, I've got your brother on my Facebook, and you pop up on my Facebook all the time, in the people you may know section. So I was like, why is this footballer on my friends and my Facebook thing? But now I know.
It's making sense, isn't it?
That is it.
It's all makes sense.
Who's getting the backflips?
Oh, Craig's definitely more athletic than the two. Like some of the stuff he can do, I've obviously been to watch him, he's very athletic. And I think he's worked on it as well. He's been doing all the gymnastics.
Aye.
Is he still doing the acting and all that?
I'm still doing that, but I taught him some of his first moves when we were younger. We used to play wrestling in there up in the room. So one of the times we're playing wrestling, I've got him up in a gorilla press, and I drop him, right, and as he falls, he hits the deck and he hears thud. And I look up and he's busted into tears, right? So we used to have double bunk beds, should I say?
Aye.
So I jumped under one of the bunk. I was like, hey, wee man, you're all right. I was like, you're fine, don't greet, because mum and dad will absolutely hammer us here if you don't greeting. He's like, I'm fine, right? I was like, so I'm giving him a cuddle and that. And he's like, Chris, it's really sore. And I look, where is it? He's like, it's his shoulder. So look at his shoulder, his collarbone's sticking up like this.
Oh, don't try this at home, mate. I told you
I was
before.
like, oh my God. I had to go downstairs, tell my mum, out to the hospital went. So I think I gave him his first introduction into
First bump. That's
Tough
brilliant,
love, mate.
man.
Tough love.
There you go, look what you've done for him now. You're sitting on a fucking ruin.
Aye. But he,
By the way, Chris, I don't know if anybody will have told you before, but I think you look a wee bit like Ronnie Dyler. There you go. How'd you like that?
I've had that before, actually.
Have you had it before, aye? So it's
Aye.
not just my stupid eyesight then. Brilliant.
That's a bit, man. That's a bit.
I think so.
I
Aye.
better look in Ronnie Dyler, I'll give you that.
I need to know man all right enough.
So you keep fitting all that, mate. You get drills you're doing every day and all that. Just try to keep your body ticking there.
Aye. It started, I think, like everybody else. So I was on a drink quite a wee bit, I won't lie. You know what I mean? It was like 3-4 days out of the week I was having a drink and stuff, but I was still trying to keep training. And just before the lockdown happened, me and Craig actually kitted out my garage at the back. We just ripped it out. It was full of the stuff. We've got a wee cellar underneath my stairs, so put all the stuff in there. We flared it, got a squat rack, some bars, some weights and that. So it's been a godsend actually, because you know, like I love gymming it and that, and if I didn't have that, it would have drove me insane. So I've managed to keep my strength sessions up and just running down 5Ks, 10Ks, trying to keep as fit as possible.
So what is it you're doing at Greenock? Is it the coach? Is it you work in or?
I'm still playing. Like I'm still.
Oh yeah, I thought you were a coach, mate.
No, playing. So I'm 37 now. So, but I'm still playing. Like, my contract's up to the middle of June.
It says the 10th of June, mate.
10th of June. That's the one. That's the one.
I'm still going to this Wikipedia when comes on this show, man. It was fucking.
Everybody's sweating. That's the problem.
No, that's what's got to say. Well, what's going to happen with your contract? I mean, I know you probably can't. You don't really want to disclose all the details, but it must be a bit of a worrying time for you, or at least anxious to find out what's going to be happening.
Definitely, you know, everybody's the same boat, and I think that's what gives people comfort. I still want to play another season. I try to keep myself fit as possible. So just waiting to hear back from obviously Martin, see what the plans are. But it's difficult because obviously with all the reconstruction stuff that was going on, that's just kind of been settled and finalised. So hopefully within the next week or two, you get a rough idea. And for all players, where you're going to get a new contract, or you'll ever have to find employment elsewhere in our club, or whatever it may be. So it's worrying times, but I'm lucky enough. I'm at the end of my career, and you know, I've not been daft. I've put a wee bit of money behind, make sure that I've got a day PT and that, and so I'll be okay that way. But you just want to kind of know so that you can actually plan for the future. That's working.
Mate, when I think of football and I think of like Scottish football, I just think when your name comes up, I just think St Johnstone, because you were there, what, 10 years or something?
Aye.
How hard was it to leave St Johnstone?
Oh, it was. I was gutted. You know, I never got left. I got left. That was hard. I got let go. So, but it was great. Do you know what I mean? 10 years there, I got a testimonial, won a Scottish Cup, played in Europe with top 6 finishes. You know, we can establish ourselves as a top 6 team. And won at Celtic Park, won at Ibrox. So did all the things that I wanted to do in my football career. So and made some great relationships, a great bond with the fans, all the backroom staff there. And it's like leaving a family member. Do you know what I mean? That's what it felt like at the time. But these things happen in football, and you're disappointed at the time. But when you look back now and I can reflect, it's still a great rapport with the fans up there, great rapport with the club, and it was the best time of my career. It really was.
Who was your testimonial? Who did you play against?
I played against Aberdeen. So like the way it kind of works now is like if you were to get like a big club, you'd have to pay them. Do you know what I mean? Not back in the days where like. So a Man United send somebody up or whatever else. It's like you've got to watch insurances cover, like travel costs and that. So Derek McInnes was good enough to kind of say that he signed me originally when he was at St Johnstone. So he was good enough to say, look, we'll bring Aberdeen down. The club used it as a pre-season friendly. So I was at Morton at the time. I just signed and back at Morton. So I got allowed away to play like 15 minutes in my testimonial. But it was a great day, do you know what I mean?
That's class.
That's a nice touch from McInnes. That's nice, man.
Aye. He's class, you know what I mean? He's like a guy that I've got a lot of time for, a lot of respect for, and you know, he's done a great job at Aberdeen. And he's a good guy, really good guy. Always there on the phone, and I've got a good relationship with him. So it was really nice of him to do that. You know, didn't take a bean, just I'll bring the team down.
Aye. Plus, he tends to turn down Rangers and all, so he's all right by me.
Chris, that's just. I mean, you're just lowering the tone constantly today.
That's because I'm short, mate.
I want to know you. So obviously, your period playing with St Johnstone. Who was probably the best player you played with? Was it Sandaza?
Fran was a brilliant player. Honestly, like, one of the greediest bastards I've ever played with. Never pass the ball. Like, any time you get the ball, you'd have a tap in and he'd have to shoot. And you used to do a thing like him. I had no hanger. Fran, I'm standing there open, pass the fucking ball. I have no hanger. But it was brilliant for us. It was absolutely split. We only played a season, but probably one of the best players in terms of stature. Jody Morris, you know, like
Jody Morris, a good player, wasn't he, man?
Brilliant player, seeing the Chelsea assistant manager, and that's one thing I always said. Like, I used to pick him up and travel up and down to Perth every day. He was banned for driving at the time, so I'd pick him up at his house, and his pals, all the boys, Frank Lampard, Rio Ferdinand, John Terry's, all these kind of boys. You tell these stories. It was brilliant for me as a kind of somebody to look up to and model your game on. And they all said that. He says, look, Lamps is going to, when he gets a job, I'll be his assistant.
Aye. He always knew that.
And so it proved, and it just shows they played together, and obviously a good friendship and that, and that's how it worked out.
You get any aspirations to go into that side of things, Chris?
You know, obviously, it's all I've done since I left school. I wasn't daft at school. I did all right, got my hires, got a degree and all that as well, and I've done personal training. So,
aye, but you're not a doctor.
I knew you were going to say that too.
definitely not.
We just interviewed Kenny Deuchar, mate.
Kenny Deuchar was just on there.
Oh, the good. I've got a story about Kenny Deuchar, right?
Aye.
So he played us at St Johnstone. So one of the times, one of the boys, he used to always dislocate shoulder. So we're playing up in the Aston, and the boy trips, dislocates shoulder, hanging out, right? We did all that. We had a doctor and that. Duke's like,
can I ask them this question? You never mentioned this.
You never fucking tell us this story.
Right, that's a better. So Big Duke's is like, the good doctor's like, I'll do it, right? So one of the boys runs down, he's like, I'll sort it out. So he whips off his tap, right? And he's getting bibs and he's trying to make this cast up slinging that. He's taking ages. The physio walks up, right? This is what he does, boy. So he jumps up, does this. So Big Duke's got all his gear off, he gets his t-shirt off, he's standing with his tap off. The doctor walks up, does this, the boy's trying to tap. And walks in. The good doctor standing there with no gear on, making a fucking cast in a sling.
That'll be why you never tell us that.
Unbelievable.
That's brilliant, man. So what is your degree in then?
Sports journalism.
Brilliant.
I've done that, so, but as you're saying,
Do you know Tom English?
I've spoken to him a few times. He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a bit of a stick on social.
Aye, he does.
He puts his opinion out there, and that's what he's paid to do, isn't he?
Do you touch social media?
Aye. I'm on most of them. I do Twitter a lot, but I don't do it so much on Instagram.
Have you never? Is that what you want to do? Getting to holding the mic at the side of the pitch and all that with a duffel coat on and talk away?
It was one of those things. It was like I just wanted to stay involved in the game, so I thought that'd be maybe a nice wee angle to go down.
Rather than coaching or whatever. That's if you felt that, aye.
I've done my B license and that as well, so it's just about giving yourself as many options as possible in terms.
Definitely.
100%.
Keep you in the game, man.
Chris, were you in the St Johnstone team that Big Virgil van Dijk walked through and scored that goal?
I was actually injured that game, but I was watching it. I started
It was a fucking
He just strolled through everybody and slammed it in. I offered him a square goal one time during a game, but
Did you?
aye, he was playing against us and he's ran through and we came together, right? And bang, he started dead foul. Next time up and we're squaring up and that. I'm looking up to him like this. But no, you're not backing down. Wee guy angry, wee guy anger and that.
Aye.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
He just taps and he's like, "It's okay, wee man. It's okay. Don't worry."
That's what Grado's got to do to told the next time we're in the studio, man.
But see how do you get from players that see like old firm players? Did they ever kind of get in your head and wind you up about certain stuff when you played against them, like the kind of the top level guys?
Aye.
Yeah, stories like when Craig Bellamy was playing against Clyde.
Aye, that kind of idea. Did you ever get that shit off him?
And all that in the summer.
Well, the first time we played Celtic, we'd get promotion at year from the championship, and the first time at Celtic Park, which was brilliant for me because I'd started my career at Celtic, so it was great to get back there and play a game. And it was like Scott Brown, and I played directly against him and that, and we got a wee bit of niggle on that, and he says it a few times like, "Yeah, you gave me man, I'll break your fucking legs."
Is that what he says?
Aye. And I'm like, no, just like, and I was like, anytime, I'm here, anytime.
Ah, that's cool.
But I think it's funny.
Stick up for yourself.
I heard they say, "See if you do that again, I'm going to take the jaw clean off you."
But it's leadership, and I think it's obviously a new you want to get in people's heads, and
Aye, of course.
He was never saying he would have done that. But it's just a bit of gamesmanship, and that's what it's all about. You can get into.
See the thing is as well, Chris. See with that, like you're saying, it gets into your head and stuff like that. See him saying that. See the next 50-50 tackle you're getting in for it. Maybe puts it in your head. Fuck. Better watch my step here. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely. I was always in mindset that I must be getting his head a wee bit, I must be getting that a wee bit.
Aye, because if he's retaliating like that to you, you must be getting in his head.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I don't think much Scott Brown's got much in his head, to be honest with you.
How good was the dressing room the year you won the Scottish Cup at St Johnstone? How good was that dressing room?
It was brilliant. Do you know what I mean? It was like we had a lot of players who had like kind of St Johnstone team at period. We played together for a long time, so we all knew each other, and we were like see, like we demanded each other. Like some of the way we spoke to each other on the pitch, man, you'd think we hated each other. It was like cunt this, cunt that. Do you know what I mean? If you don't get your finger out, but once we were in the dressing room, it was like totally. But that's the way we ran it. And the good thing about Tommy was he allowed us to run it that way, and I think he respected the fact that we could manage a team for ourselves. Obviously, he made all the decisions, But brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, and I think it's like I was doing a thing yesterday for St Johnstone TV, and it was like they're showing the game, the St Johnstone Cup final game on Sunday. It's kind of anniversary, so they were doing like a week and just like this, like a podcast kind of thing, and just talking. And I was on it with Big Brian Easton and Alan Mannis at the same time. It was just I haven't seen him like Big Alan a couple of years, and I haven't seen Easton a wee bit, and it was just like we clicked right away. It's like
just falling back into the same way as well.
That's when you know that you're tight, man. You know, like there's certain mates that you don't speak to for fucking months and months, and then when you get together, it's just like a glove. You know what I mean?
Aye.
It's brilliant. That's when you know that you've got people that you can trust and you've got people behind you, kind of thing.
Aye, definitely, man. Definitely.
Greenwood have got a quite good manager now. The big, what do you call that? The United guy, is it?
Big Hopkins.
He reminds me of my mate Derek Kerr. David Hopkins. Aye, what's the like wondering on him?
Aye, brilliant. Do you know what I mean? He's a local guy as well. You know, when he started at Morton, also went to Chelsea, Leeds, had a fantastic career, managed at Livy, Bradford, and that. So he's really good. Really enjoyed working under him. Makes demands, do you know what I mean? You've got to be fit.
He was a hard man and all, wasn't he? He was a hard man on the pitch. You know what I mean? So he strikes me as the sort of person that just wouldn't take any piss off you either.
No, definitely. Some of his stories are amazing as well. He's just a good guy. He gets it. Do you know what I mean? He's a bit old school as well, which I like. Do you know what I mean? When you're not doing it, he lets you know. And I think I'm not saying that it's all modern players, but some modern players don't shout them like that. He can't take it, or you're doing it because you want to win.
Exactly.
You know what I
The
mean?
one that got me like that was, remember when Mikey Johnson was coming off for Celtic? I think it was actually McDermott Park. He got injured and he refused to come off. Celtic made a sub and then he came off and it made us have to go down a player.
Aye.
And Lennon was like that when he was coming off. Lennon told me fuck off.
He gave him the death stare, then told him to fuck off, didn't he?
It's not that's lost to the game now. That sort of thing. So, like an old school manager's brilliant in my opinion.
It's like amongst the players nowadays as well. It's like Barry Ferguson said when we had him on a while ago. He said there's no many players like that left in the game now, where they're just going to make demands and just be men basically, and be like tell you what you need to hear, know what you want to hear. Do you know what I mean? There's no a lot of that in the game. How highly do you rate Tommy Wright?
Tommy was brilliant for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think his record speaks for itself. Like,
He's got the Rangers according to him.
Did you hear that he was in talks with Rangers?
Is he?
Unbelievable.
According to Chris Tolan, he's in the group chat last week. Gerrard's being replaced by Tommy Wright.
Listen, see when this comes to pass, I'm going to do the funkiest dance that you've ever seen on football. I've had myself in that.
Do you rate him highly, but Chris?
I think for what he's done, do you know what I mean? Like, the success he's had at St Johnstone, and he's another manager. Like, you don't cross him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll kick your ass.
I'm choking to know. What did you work under Johansson when he was at Morton? What was he like? Because was that the first kind of team he ever properly managed? Because I think he's always used to be an assistant or a coach. What was he like jumping into becoming like the first team coach and manager? Didn't quite work out, but did it?
It didn't. But if you look, a lot of look, I think we finished fifth. Well, we finished fifth that year, right? Which was Morton at that time, especially first. It was a whole new team. It wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. It was the same. That league is so tight, so it could have went any way at some point. We were undefeated the last 5 games. I got on great with JJ. Like, I played with him. He was at Saint. He came to Saints for 6 months and travelled up and down. So I got on great with him. I think it was just unfortunate with the way it kind of worked out. I'm not. I love working with Hoppy, but it was nice. If he'd have got another year, he'd kind of build on what he had built on. Do you know what I mean? It takes that time a bit to get that kind of that blend right. Well.
He was on the right road, but you think?
I think so at the time. I think you could see the way it was progressing. Don't get me wrong. Football fans are fickle at times. They want success instantly, and maybe they didn't the style of play that he wanted to play. But as players, you've just got to go and set out what your manager wants to do. But in terms of a guy, you won't meet a nicer guy than Johnny Hansen, an absolute gentleman, a guy, and he knows his football. Do you know what I mean? He's totally different from that old school style we're talking about. He wanted players' opinions. He wanted to, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm more like a kind of Arsene Wenger. Do you know that type of way? But I'm an easy player I think to manage because you tell me to do something, I'm not really a pure back chatter, like, okay, I'll go and do this. Don't get me wrong, I'll have a nip and I'll put my opinion across, but when I'm on the pitch, I'll try and follow your instructions as best as you can. So, and I always make demands. I'm not a money bastard. I'm people all the time, man. Nippy city on the pitch, but off the pitch, I think that's the balance you need to have. On the pitch, you make demands, but off the pitch, I'm off for the banter, the team night suit, all that stuff.
Aye, breaking your brother's arm and all that kind of stuff off the pitch.
Aye, of course, you know.
I bet you wish you had Kenny Deuchar there that day.
Brilliant, man. So who'd win that wrestle now, man? You're Craig.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean? He's looking really strong. He's got his...
Aye.
On a bit of meat, isn't he? Put a muscle.
He's working out. Do you know what I mean? He was doing some of my PT stuff to start off with, so I've been helping him out that way as well. But no, he's looking good. And when I go and watch him, I'm proud of him because he puts his body in the line and he does a lot of high flying moves. And
I know he does. Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
You know what I mean?
He's safe, but he's safe.
Mm-hmm.
You could learn a few things off him, Grado.
You're fucking right, I could.
See if you with Chris's tale is, I think Grado could learn a few fucking things off him.
Chris.
Chris, you've been brilliant, mate. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Cheers for that. That was a good surprise. That was a nice one. I like that. Tell Craig I'm asking for him.
Aye, send Craig my love, mate.
Aye.
All the best, my man. Take care, bud.
All the best, mate.
Good
Bye-bye.
luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So there we go, boys. Scottish Cup winner on the Legends Lottery, Chris Millar, brought to me via my new BFF wrestling buddy, Craig.
Cool.
Aye, story.
No, I'll be your best mate now, mate. Me and you'll be best pals. Fuck him.
You're not a wrestler.
I said me and you fucking tit.
Oh, sorry, mate. Aye, that's good. Aye, fuck Bob. Oh, see, because where you're looking, it looks like you're looking at Bob.
I'm looking at you, boy.
But you know, when you're looking at me right now, you're looking at my fucking fridge.
Boys.
See with the exception of you versus Drew, me versus Mark Coffey was better matches than you've ever had.
I'm just
Grado. Right,
how do you think that rates then, boys? Do you think that'll rate higher than Grado's? What have you got, 3.6, mate?
Who was Grado's again?
Ian McInnesby.
He was alright. Who was yours? Who was yours last week again, Toll?
Mine was Mickey Weir, Hibs legend.
Right.
He was great.
He was good.
So scores are in for Toll for last week as well. So out of all the votes we got it in, unfortunately, Mickey Weir got 2.2. So Grado's still in the lead with a 3.6.
That's alright.
You know what? I knew Mickey would struggle. I knew it. Do you know why? Because he's no... fuck it. Doesn't matter. Mickey, just know that you were 5 points in my heart.
Right. So Toll get 2 point... What did Mickey Weir get? 2.2. 2.2. Grado got 3.6. So, Troops... He's a wee score in for Chris Millar. I think that was a really nice chat. He's a Scottish Cup winner. Genuine lad. So...
Genuine lad.
Yes! He's a genuine lad. He's one of the boys.
He's a
Genuine lad. You won't fucking find Chris struggling, by the way. I'll tell you that.
I know. Right, okay, I'll go for 3 out of 5.
What?
Being honest. Well, I don't want you to fucking bait me, Dave.
What was Grado?
I'm being honest.
Grado was 3.6.
Aye.
I'm going to go for 3.5.
Here, who? Does the fans decide anyway, innit?
Aye, I know. The fans decide, man. The
The
listeners.
10 folk that reply to us on Twitter.
What I will say is, ladies and gentlemen, viewers, listeners, remember that Chris Millar started his career at Celtic.
Aye, I saw that. I'm surprised you never fucking brought it up.
He's not that genuine a lad, really, is he? Let's welcome a man who made his name at clubs such as Falkirk, East Fife, Livingston, St Johnstone, and probably most famous for his time at Gretna. It's the good doctor himself, Kenny Deuchar.
Are you actually a real doctor?
I'm a real doctor. I've not got my certificate that I can prove it to you right now.
Have you got a practice and all that?
Aye. My certificate's hanging up in my wall in my practice.
So, because when you used to call you a good doctor, and I thought you were maybe just like a paramedic or a St John's ambulance kind of volunteer guy, but you are actually a doctor that diagnoses rashes and...
Rashes?
Aye,
that sounds like a leading question.
Well,
fucking Dr. Dre. He does that. He is an actual doctor.
Clear this up. I've heard that doctors have been FaceTiming their patients, but obviously because they can't come in. And has that been happening with you? Have you been getting folk to kind of come in and show them their various body parts that they might have issues with?
Aye, so I suppose a combination of telephone calls and sending pictures on email, because you get a better picture quality for cameras than you do on some of the video. But we're using a thing called, and most practices are using a thing called Near Me, and we've got links up on our Facebook page and on our websites that patients can log into a virtual waiting room, and we can consult like this basically.
Oh, what?
Have you got a rash? You actually okay, Grado?
No, I mean, I've had a few fungal infections now and again. But it's always cortisone all the time. That it takes ages to kick in, that, doesn't it? The cream, that ailment.
If your hygiene's not up to scratch, it can take a wee bit of time to clear up.
It's just because obviously I'm in a leotard every weekend. Now and again, it can flare up.
You get a bit of chaffing.
Aye, that's aye. Is it? I've read, because obviously I Google everything. Jock itch. You hear that?
What is that? Is that not a tennis player?
Mate, I'm the one known I've had a rash near to my balls before. And do you know? Can I ask you about this while I've got you on? I think I've got a thing called. Well, I know I have. I've told my doctor, and he's kind of. I've more or less got him to agree with me. I've got a thing called myalgia parasymphatica.
Right.
You know what that is?
Is that the numbness in the thigh or something?
Aye! That's exactly it! It kills me in the middle of the night. I wake up and my thigh's in agony. But you type it into that, it tells you Google that it just tells you to just stop wearing tight clothes. Is there anything else I can get? I'm supposed to be going to go to hospital to go and see it, to see if they can see if it needs physio or if it needs an injection or something like that. But do you think it can be cured? Because I hate it.
There isn't much you can do about it, to be honest. It normally goes away itself.
No, it's not going away, mate. I've had it for 2 years.
Oh.
I wake up in the night screaming, big man. It's killing me. It really is. I'm really suffering here, doctor.
Have they gave you anything to try at night time for it or what?
Well, no. Basically, what my doctor done was he put me on naproxen, but it didn't really do much. But then I bought some stuff off Amazon, and I've been kind of using it to roll it down my thigh to try and stretch out all the muscles, but that doesn't work either.
Was that wee Scott was doing during panel, remember?
Aye, my thigh, mate, my thigh, it's agony. It's horrible.
Kenny, we did get you on to talk about football and that as well, mate. This isn't just like a one-to-one.
Dial the doc.
Do you know what I mean?
Right, I've got one more doctor question, sorry, right? My doctor a couple of years ago told me that I was a hypochondriac. Is that allowed for him to say that? Is it
allowed?
I think it was.
Well, I mean...
Is he allowed to tell me that? I don't think...
Is this when you thought you had cancer?
What?
That's when you thought you had cancer?
Well, I mean, I've been in early years, I've been to doctors for quite a lot of stuff, and just one time he went, look, Graham, you are a... What do you call it again?
Hypochondriac.
Hypochondriac. I says, I don't think you're allowed to call me that. Are you allowed to say that to me?
Well, I think honesty is the best policy, is it no?
Right.
I would say so.
Right, also, I done a test for ADHD on the internet and it came back 95% positive. Does that look as if I've got that wrong?
There's absolutely no doubt about you having ADHD, mate.
That's a gimme.
Aye.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. That just means you're tuned in.
Exactly.
Aye, so I'm smart.
No.
It doesn't mean you're smart, Grado.
It means you're tuned in, but sometimes you're fucking tuned out.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Right, let's talk about
So
Sorry, mate, making you feel uncomfortable, Kenny. Sorry, mate.
So that's Graham Steveley's consultation finished. Kenny, before we get into that football stuff, presumably as a doctor, you've been working on the front line with COVID-19. How's that been?
It's been different. I mean, I haven't been seeing that many patients face to face, but when you do see any patients, even if you didn't think that they've got the virus, you're having to gown up, mask up, goggles, all the rest of it. It's really, I mean, the worst thing about it is that it's uncomfortable, it's impersonal, it makes folk feel uncomfortable as well. But luckily, the main thing that I've been dealing with regards to the virus is telephone triage. So overnight, like speaking to people who maybe have symptoms of the virus, giving advice or try to assess whether they need to go into the hospital or no. So that's been probably the most difficult thing, is trying to make an assessment over the phone. Whereas you're used to, like in GP, you're used to seeing people face to face. You can examine them, all the rest of it. It's no the same, and it just creates a wee bit more uncertainty, which is more difficult to deal with.
Aye. So it could put a lot more fear into folk as well, because they're not comfortable. They want to actually see the doctor, don't they? But if you're not able to see them, it puts a bit of fear into them as well, doesn't it?
Aye, well, they're maybe not getting the reassurance of seeing you face to face, but if you add in the fact that all that's going on in the media just now is coronavirus, this person's dying, this young person's dying, or he's not doing this. It's all negative, and people are scared. Like, so they, even with with mild symptoms, people are scared because of the overload of information and negative and worrying stories that are coming out, and everybody's anxious about it. So I mean, the NHS and that have set up like websites and resources and everything to address this coronavirus anxiety, but people are still going to be anxious about it, because people are dying, and that's what's getting reported. And people are phoning me up and saying, I've got this cough, am I going to die? And you've got to talk them back down, and I mean 99% of folk will be fine with a cough, like, but you've got to make that reassurance, eh?
It must be difficult as well for people that suffer from mental health, and the whole lockdown regulations, and they're stuck in the house and they maybe not get to see their family and stuff like that. That must have a damning effect on some folk, do you know what I mean? Because they're not getting exposure to the folk that can cheer them up and talk to and stuff like that. They have technology, but I kind of worry about people that really do suffer from depression or have anxiety. Right now must be one of the toughest times, because it could be their jobs that's on the line, they're worried about everybody else. It definitely is it's a state of the world that we'll never come across this again, eh?
Aye, well, I mean, the fallout's going to be, even once the restrictions are lifted,
the new normal.
And like we've got primary care mental health nurse, and she's normally chock a block with patients, telephone calls, face to faces, and she's not got it's gone quiet. So you don't know how these people are, coping, because they're probably don't want to bother anybody. They're thinking that, I didn't want to bother anybody, and things are potentially going to get worse. It might have a positive effect on some people, with coping mechanisms, but it could have this negative effect. And then once we get further into this and restrictions are starting to lift, we'll see what the fallout is. But it's so difficult to predict what that might be.
Totally, man. Kenny, how did you manage to balance your training to become a doctor with the football world as well? How hard was that?
Well, I mean, I wasn't a football player before I started uni. I was kind of played basketball and a bit of rugby, and I played pub football at the time. And when I was going to start at uni in October, in the July, I was playing for my pub football team in a friendly against a junior team, and then the junior team wanted to sign me, so I signed with the junior team because they were going to give me a tenner a week for my petrol to come home that I was going to do anyway. to play a game on a Saturday. And then by the October, I played with the junior team, and then Falkirk wanted to sign me. And it all just kind of happened awfully quick. But I was already in uni, and it was hard being with Falkirk, but no training with Falkirk. And like I was sent to train with Forfar and Arbroath like during the week because I was up at uni in Dundee, and like you were only one of them, so you were like almost like, I mean, they were very good to me, but you were kind of inconvenienced type thing. So it was hard to get that motivation, especially with no playing like regularly in the first team. I was kind of playing with under 18s. I was still under 18 at the time. But then after that, years after that, I broke my leg a couple of times. So being at uni, I was just rehabbing for about 18 months. And by that time, I was probably more than halfway through my uni before, you know, I could even play again. So I'm probably grateful that Falkirk and Alec Totten...
Is it Alec Totten was the manager?
Alec Totten, aye.
He stuck with me and gave me another contract and that to allow me to rehab. But I never really... I wasn't really one of the boys because I was never there. I was part-time. I was training with other teams up near the uni, and not really getting a regular run in the team. So it didn't really... It wasn't that enjoyable, to be honest with you, back then. But I stuck with it because I thought, you know, see, once I finish uni, I could like put the career on hold and give football a time if I just stick with it. That was kind of the motivation for 5 years, was stick with it, and I'll maybe get a chance to focus on it 100%.
It's not a bad situation to be in, though, is it? It's all right, man, isn't it?
No.
I don't know if I want to be a professional footballer or a doctor or not.
Well, my dad was a GP, so he had always said to me, keep your options open. So
aye.
I was just taking his advice.
Brilliant, man. But you played for loads of clubs, so what's the best time you've had? What's your favourite club you've been at?
I think the promotion season at East Fife was absolutely amazing, because that was the first time where I felt like I was part of the boys, and
one of the boys,
playing every week, training with the same guys all the time, and obviously it was a successful season and all the rest of it, and enjoyed that. As far as like for me playing wise, I probably played my best stuff when I was at St Johnstone. I was there a couple of times. I was on loan for Gretna. I enjoyed one season at Gretna. The rest of the time it wasn't that enjoyable. But the whole time I was at St Johnstone, both times, was absolutely brilliant.
Was Gretna just bonkers, but was it mental?
Aye. It's just like I got the call to say Gretna are interested in you, because I was like, right, I'm going to stop in the hospital. I'm going to put the career on hold, and I'm going to go on trial somewhere. So I was thinking, right, I'm going to go and trial like a first division team, or I had a possibility of trial at Motherwell, and I was like, right, I'm all in on that. I'm going to like take 6 months, and I'm just going to go full time. And I didn't care if I'm getting paid or no. I'm just going to go in and do it. And then my agent said, "Oh, Gretna really want to sign you." And I'm like, Gretna? Third division? No.
No.
And,
no chance.
No, aye, exactly. And he says, you'll not believe what's going on down there. Just come down, and I bet you when you go away, you'll want to sign. So I went down, and then it kind of made sense for me to say, right, I'll start here. I get to be full time. I've never been full time. I can put all my efforts into it, and it's not really gone in at the deep end of like First Division Premier League, where I had never played before, really. And I went for it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an easy option, because I knew I was going to get paid, and kind of it was starting at a lower level and
115 goals a season.
I know.
So what was Bruce Mileson like?
Aye.
Unpredictable. Like, I mean, he just like in that season that I scored a few hat tricks. He was like absolutely buzzing, and he was saying things like, right, if you get another hat trick, like I think I had scored one hat trick in my debut, and he's like, right, if you get another hat trick, I'll give you my Aston Martin, and I was like, I'm definitely getting another hat trick. Like, so I ended up getting 6 hat tricks, and I had the car for over a month. And
then he bought you a Punto.
No, I had a Nissan Primera. I swapped it with him for the Aston Martin.
Aye.
I bet you that cost you a few bob in petrol.
Aye, well, the first time I went to fill it up, I couldn't get the petrol cap off, And folk must have been thinking that I had nicked the car. I had a baseball cap on and like a trackie and all that. Folk must have been thinking I was like...
That's like Grado, he's Jack.
Hey, don't let folk know I drive.
Yes, by the way, Grado nearly wrote the Jag off the other day, driving into your...
Oh, no, man. A bird went into the side of my motor, Kenny, man, knocked my wing mirror. Blood all splattered down the side of the motor.
What kind of bird was it?
I think it was a crow. It wasn't a woman.
Right.
It was a crow, and I can still see the blood on it just now. But I'm just wondering, so you know about blood? See blood, will that affect my paintwork in the motor if I don't rub it off in time? Is there any acidity in it that's going to fuck with the motor?
No, I think you'll be alright with blood.
Right. I suppose you only know about human blood, but you don't know about, fucking crossing that, do you?
I don't know anything about cross blood, I'm afraid.
Right, okay. No, I'm just having a wee look at it.
Have you got the crow in your house? I'm just having a wee look at it. You be okay, pet? Kenny, in 2005, right, you were scoring goals for fun. You scored more than Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry, Ronaldo. How did that feel?
Jerry Pliny.
I was embarrassed. Hey! There was a guy who wrote an article on that, and I was embarrassed in that article because it was something like, forget Henry, forget this guy, the deadliest striker in Europe plays for Gretna. I was like, I can't believe you're going to print that.
Me and Grado feel like that every year when we're doing panto.
I heard that Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't buy the Daily Record anymore, cause
it was actually the Scots. I think it was the Scotsman or the Herald. It was actually a quality
hoity-toity one.
One of the big ones that you need to fold out and
right. The one you could use as a sleeping bag too.
Me and Toll could use them to tent. Fucking use a tent, man.
Aye, but see, the thing is, 2 of the pages don't even cover Grado's chippy.
What's your chippy? What was that? What? Oh, I get it! The fish is fucking idiot.
What's that? Did you say what's a chippy?
I thought that was fucking slang for Glasgow slang for a face, but I get it. He means my portion for the chip shop.
He means a takeaway from the chip shop.
I get it. I forgot because
from the fish and chicken bar.
I'm no way. I'm still suffering for that concussion. I got off my telly a couple of weeks ago.
Aye, but Kenny, you're out scoring name. Jeff Sterling is screaming your name on Sky Sports News every single week. Gretna are getting to Scottish Cup finals. You must have felt like a superstar.
I don't know. I couldn't say I felt like a superstar, but everybody was talking about it. In fact, there was one an incident. I was out in a nightclub, and it was just after the Scottish Cup final, and this boy came up to me and he goes, You look like this guy. You like this footballer. Like Kenny Deuchar. Like I you are his absolute fucking double. And I was like, is this guy taking the absolute piss out of me here, or what? And no, but he wouldn't believe me. I had to show him my driver's license.
No, or Kenny Deuchar.
Oh, don't mate, I go to my Aston Martin and get my wallet or see my driving licence.
Brooks, tell this guy I'm Kenny Deuchar for fuck's sake.
See how when you played with Gretna, and obviously when you in at the SPL, was going to the likes of Parkhead and Ibrox, was that the biggest buzz for you as a team to go to these big stadiums and play in front of the big crowds? Was that what you buzzed off?
So I missed a lot of the season that Gretna were in the Premier League. I actually went on loan to
Northampton or something.
Well, that was when Gretna were in the first division, and then I actually wanted to go to, because Northampton were League One, I wanted to stay there, but Gretna wouldn't let me, and they wanted to keep me for the Premier League. And then a month into the Premier League season, I hadn't started a game, they hadn't started me, and St Johnstone came in to take me on loan, and I was raging because obviously I had the chance to go to Northampton previously, where I had a great time. But anyway, I went away to St Johnstone, but it was I had to come back because it was an emergency loan and the transfer windows and everything. So I basically came back to Gretna and only played about 11 or 12 games. So I didn't get to play at. Did I get to play Park? I maybe got to play Parkhead. We got beat. Well, we got hammered. It wasn't very enjoyable. But the Rangers game got me my move to America, so like that was brilliant. But
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Do you take a drink?
Do I take a drink?
Aye.
I like a drink. Aye.
How the fuck did you cope in Salt Lake City, mate?
Well, they have state licensed liquor stores, and my apartment block was next door to one.
There we go. That's the answer. That
I was all right for when my mates came across to visit.
My pal was supposed to sign a scholarship to go and do a training course over in America, and he was going to Salt Lake, and that was a big reason why he never went, because he thought that he couldn't booze over.
Was it a bevy?
Aye.
Oh no, you can still bevy. I mean, the Mormons aren't allowed coffee either, but they're still.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What allowed coffee?
No, not like that. Not like any stimulants at all.
What is
like caffeine?
Wait, hold on. What is this? Is this Salt Lake City? What is it? Is there a law that you can't bevy in it? I'm laughing away.
Get a certain amount of prohibition still there, where they don't allow certain, like they don't allow you to drink and stuff like that in certain places. And
it's like Boardwalk Empire, man.
So it's kind of
like Dubai, it's called.
You can't buy spirits or wine in a supermarket. So that's got to be bought for a state licensed liquor store. You can buy like cases of beer in that, but it can't be above a certain percentage.
So how does a Yank Fitbit team sign a player for Gretna? How does that come about?
You didn't. So I was the happy, right? And basically I like my agent wasn't really doing anything. So like, or I felt as if my agent wasn't doing anything.
I know that feeling, mate.
So I basically had made a gentleman's agreement with Brooks, and he'd said, "Look, I know you've been treated shabbily, and if something good comes along, I'll no stand in your way, right?" So I took that as a green light to go and try and do stuff. So I basically emailed, like, I must have sent about 200 emails or something. So I sent emails to all the teams in like Australia, America. That's
amazing.
Switzerland, the German second and third tiers, Austria, and because I had uploaded some, so it was difficult back then to like.
Did you have a highlight reel of all your goals?
Aye. So like I had uploaded something onto a website. My pal had done it for me.
That must have been about 6 volumes, man. All your goals, Kenny, man.
Well, you would think so, eh? But like all the recording, like stuff that Gretna recorded was on VHS. So it wasn't easy to like
extract it.
It wasn't easy to get uploaded. So, but luckily I had the full of the Challenge Cup final with St Johnstone, which was a good game, and a few other games that I'd played with Northampton on Sky, live on Sky. So I had uploaded that. But basically, the American, I didn't know who to send the emails to. I was sending it to generic club mailboxes, and I never heard anything back for like anybody. And for the American ones, if you looked on the MLS website, there was like, it's like the one website, and then you could click on like all the different teams. So basically, there was like email addresses for like the front office staff. So like the secretary, or like the club shop, and it was the name of the person, like john.smith@realsaltlake.com. So I started typing in the managers' names and the coaches' names.
That's smart. That's smart.
Putting the dots or no putting the dots and that, and I got a lot of delivery failures back. But they got through to. They got through.
That's brilliant, man.
And,
by the way, it's no wonder you managed to get a fucking doctorate, my man.
That's what I'm thinking. He's intelligent as fuck.
But can what happened? So this agent for America phoned me, says, I've heard there's a couple of teams asking about you, and I got your number for Kenny Millar, and I was like, how the fuck is Kenny Millar got my number? But it was obviously Kenny Millar's agent, and he had Kenny Millar had managed to find my number for somebody. But then this guy basically spoke to a few different, and then liaised with my agent, and it ended up that Real Salt Lake had kind of put in this discovery ticket that they can put in, so they get first dibs on offering a contract because it's you sign with the league, and they came over to watch. They came over to watch me, and they were originally, the general manager was going to watch me against Rangers, and I was like, "Oh, you're kidding me! That's the worst possible game for him to come and watch me. This is a disaster." And then obviously it was at Ibrox, and I scored 2 goals. And he was supposed to be watching me midweek against Kilmarnock as well. But when I scored the 2 goals against Ibrox, the phone started going to my agent, and like there were other teams were sniffing about, and he just was like, "No, I need to get this deal done." And then that was on the Sunday, I think the game was, and then I was in Argentina on the Friday at pre-season.
You're joking? That's amazing. But see how when you were sending these emails, what kind of things were you saying? Was it like, "Hi, I am a footballer in Scotland. I have scored so many goals"? Were you putting in like the links to like being compared to Ronaldo and all this kind of carry on?
So I did a CV. I did a CV, and then there was a link to the footage, and I put in that I was a doctor and all the rest of it. And,
Mate, you should have just phoned Jeff Sterling, man. He could have been your agent and got you a team down there, man.
I already heard back for 3 teams out of about 200 odd emails. I was
going to ask you.
Really?
But that's a slight lie. There was one other team that got back to me, and it was my mates had said, "Oh, I dare you to send one to Barcelona," and I was like, "Oh well, I've got the email anyway." And I actually emailed Barcelona, and I got an email back to their scouting department to say, "We've got an extensive scouting network. If we're interested, we would already care about you," type thing.
That is brilliant, mate. But it's the fact as well that you've put the doctor stuff in as well. What is it about, like, you know, you've got all these stats, I've scored all these goals, blah, 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 I'd like to play for your team, but and if I can't get a job in the first team, I could join you as a club doctor. Was it sort of like that?
Aye. Well, actually, see in American football.
Aye.
So when they're doing all their their assessments are in America, they're really, really thorough. So they do interviews, they like when they're taking the kids for college, they look at their record, they look at their academics, they measure how many bench presses, how fast they can run 40 yards, blah, 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 agility test and all that. But they also have to do an intelligence test called the Wanderlich score. So they're big on, like, over there, they're big on this, like, will the player fit? So that probably helped me when they were kind of looking over stuff and then they speak to me and all that.
Kenny, see your CV. Did it have like Kenny Deuchar, appearances, goals, diagnoses?
Bro, honestly, man, a doctor and a professional football player, man.
Interesting, isn't it? I love it.
Unbelievable.
Has there been an incident on the field where you're the first one to run out going, anyway, I'm a doctor, I've got it. You know, have you done that before?
Well, no, the road, let me do it. But there was a boy at Ayr United, and I was running through with him. Oh no, I wasn't running through with him. My strike partner was running through with the defender, and the goalkeeper came out, and the ball was bouncing for like for your goalkeeper kicking out, and it bounced right up in the air, and they were both looking up at the ball, and the goalkeeper came out, and he went to punch it, and as he punched it, his knee caught the Ayr defender right in the face and knocked him clean out cold, and he was like, there was blood everywhere and everything, and he was like obviously unconscious. So that is the only time that I've ever had to really do anything just to try and like make sure his airway was all right. But it's only a matter of seconds, eh? I'm sure he would have been fine.
Aye. And
that's like a comfort blanket if you're playing against a team and Kenny's in a team. If you're going to get a sore one, you're going to be a bit more relaxed knowing Kenny's about. You know what I mean?
The thing is, but man, see if you get a badging and Kenny comes over and helps you, then you're like, I'll maybe just let him get one now. That's how you got all your goals on it, Kenny. They were letting you score.
Maybe.
See how you obviously I'm talking about running on the pitch, helping a fellow football player. Have you ever been on a flight where they've went, we need a doctor and all this kind of stuff like you see in the films?
I haven't. My dad's had to help a few times, eh? They had to divert a flight. Somebody was having a heart attack. My dad was kind of involved in that. Like I've done stuff. So I do some locum shifts up in the Highlands, and I've been to the Isle of Deuchar and all that. So I've done all the pre-hospital emergency care courses, and I've done like crowd doctor courses and that. So I've done all the courses, but see if you've not got any like kit. Like it's really difficult to like anything. Like
you try to tell me that you can't do a tracheostomy with a knife and a pen. What sort of doctor are you?
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying you shouldn't.
Kenny, would you have a bigger passion for medicine or football?
Be careful what you say, because your patients are going to be watching us.
No, but that's a kind of good. I think that's a good question.
I think definitely.
I'm not only a doctor that prefers playing football.
That's funny. But it's in your blood, isn't it, mate?
Well, I think I think at the time when you're playing football, that's all you're thinking about. But like I'm into like all sport. Like I mean, I like the football, but I follow things like the NBA basketball, the NFL, the it's so interesting the tactics and the way they evaluate players and all the rest of it. That's probably a real passion. Like I'm not going to be like lying and saying that when I'm not at my work, I'm sitting reading medical books all the time, but I'm sitting watching football, I'm sitting reading like about this player, that player, the NFL, like doing all that stuff. So that's probably I would say that's probably the passion. But I enjoy my job, but the passion is sport.
Aye.
That's one of the reasons why this is so difficult now, because it's no on. Like, I watch pretty much any sport. See, the UFC was on at the weekend. I'm like, right,
By the way,
German football back this weekend. Right, Kenny, so you're talking about sports knowledge and all that kind of stuff. That leads us on nicely. Every week we have a wee quiz. You up for it, mate? A wee 90-second quiz?
Aye. All right.
Surely his questions need to be a lot harder since he's a doctor now.
I know. John, you better have dug out some right hard questions this week.
No.
Right, every week we have a quiz, mate. Right, it's a 90-second football quiz. Right, just test your knowledge on it. We've got a leaderboard. Top of the leaderboard is Barry Ferguson with 12. David McCracken's bottom with 1. Alan Archibald and Brian Prunter on 11. Murdo McLeod's on 10. Ian Murray's on 7. Lee Miller, Jordan Young, Ross McCrory, Bob Malcolm are on 6. McAvenny's on 5 with Dick Campbell, and Lovenkrands is on 3. What are you thinking? Who are you gunning for?
As long as I get more than one.
Mate, you need to. You're a doctor. Know what I mean? Come on.
Snap yourself in, Deuchar, because I'm asking the questions.
Let's go.
Right, John, we get 90 seconds on the clock.
We have indeed.
Your time starts now. Who are Scotland's opponents in the Euro playoff?
Israel.
What team used to play their home games at the Dell?
Southampton.
Who is Scotland's men team all-time leading goal scorer?
Kenny Dalglish.
How many goals did you score for Real Salt Lake?
3.
What Scottish team are nicknamed the Suns?
Dumbarton.
Offa Marciano plays for which Scottish Premiership side?
Livingston.
Alan Boxic played for which international side?
Croatia.
In what year did you win the second division with Livingston?
2011.
Who is the current manager of East Fife?
Derek Young.
What English Premiership club is currently at the centre of a takeover bid?
Newcastle.
What town are Forest Green from?
Manchester.
How many league goals did you score for Gretna in the third division?
38.
What team did Jermaine Defoe play for before Rangers?
Bournemouth.
Central Demolition are the sponsors of which Scottish team?
Falkirk.
Who did you move to after Hamilton?
St Johnstone.
The Doonhamers is a nickname of which club?
Queen of the South.
Which ex-Celtic striker has been linked?
I think we've got a new leader, man. Big
I
thing.
think we have.
Fuck it.
Alright, we'll just go through the wrong answers for you, Kenny, before we give you the
There
score.
wasn't many.
Marciano plays for Hibs, not Livingston. It's Darren Young, not Derek Young, that's in the East Fife. You were unlucky with that one. Forest Green play in a place called Nailsworth in Gloucestershire.
I can't wait to hear the score here.
But apart from that...
Forest Green are the chairman's this like big green
Eco Warrior, total Eco Warrior.
aye. The emissions, aye.
You can't everything, don't you?
Made out of paper.
You can't about everything, man.
Listen, not only is he knowledgeable about medicine and Grado's ailments, not only is he knowledgeable about football, but he's also top of the football daft leaderboard with 13 points. Barry Ferguson,
I need to get John.
13 points.
Whoa.
Brilliant.
Okay, by the way, can I just say, I was reading the questions like Johnny fucking Five there, trying to get through these questions.
Notice, mate, you done well.
He's been raging for weeks because Barry Ferguson's top of the leaderboard.
You done well for me.
I can't wait till Barry comes round for dinner on Sunday and I can slag him a bit.
Here, Kenny, well, can you keep in touch with me with this Miralgia Paraspletica?
I'll send you a patient information leaflet.
Could you please, mate? Could you get my number off one of the boys? Because it's keeping me up at night, and I know I'm just getting damn fed up. They're damn fed up with it.
Aye. I'll send you something on.
That'd be great, mate. Thanks very much.
Kenny, I would really appreciate it if you done that as well, because see, every year we're doing Pantway. Does my fucking head in get on about it every year, man. Honestly.
You must be fed up with him moaning about it, eh?
every day. Honestly.
Look, my body's broken. I've been wrestling for a 15-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's like somebody walking out into the motorway and going, "Oh my God, I get ran down, my legs a bit sore." Know what I mean?
Grado, who's the most famous wrestler you've been up against?
What's it again?
Who's the most famous wrestler you've ever been in the ring against?
Wrestled the WWE champion now.
I've wrestled the WWE. I beat him at the SEC, Drew McIntyre. I've tagged with Vader. I've wrestled Santino Marella, Scotty Too Hottie.
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle. I've wrestled Hornswoggle. Who else have I wrestled?
You were at a party with Hulk Hogan, weren't you, Grado?
I was in a. I've partied with Hogan. I've done a lot, mate. A lot. I was in a 10-man tag team match. Jeff Hardy was involved. I mean, there was a big scuffle. I managed to go and get a couple of fucking digs into Jeff Hardy. So, right.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
You get any more questions for me?
What did you say?
Have you got any more questions for me?
Welcome this week's guest. It's Grado.
Hey,
cheers, Kenny
much,
boy.
Doctor. Thanks, Doctor.
Hey, boy, thanks for having me on.
Honestly, mate,
Take care, and thanks for your work in the front line.
True superstar, mate, on the front line.
Hero.
Out there doing it, you're a hero, mate.
And also the most knowledgeable guest that we've had on yet. Talking
Yes.
to tree.
Brilliant, Kenny. Thank you, mate.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers, mate. It's now time for our Beer 52 teaser. For your chance to win a case of beer, all you have to do is answer the question we put to you. Last week we asked you, who is the only Ballon d'Or winner to have played for Scottish club? Fairly easy one this. It was George Best, who obviously played for Hibs. Congrats to our United supporter, Douglas Harper, who won it. Did you know that, boys?
Aye.
Aye, it's easy winner.
We
Easy
discussed
winner.
it like
Did you know that George Best's name rearranges to go get beers? That's brilliant. It makes me laugh so much because he was such a Jake Paul.
See, do you know what? I thought you had said that and you tried to recover yourself. I thought you went, and you just fucking went even worse because he's such a Jake Paul. Fucking hell.
There you go. Another exclusive from Chris Toll. This week it's a bit tougher. Since 1990, there have been 12 players who have played in the World Cup, third and fourth place playoff, who have also played league football in Scotland. Can you name 6 of them? Woofed. You can answer by commenting on the link on the Football Daft Facebook page or tweet your answer to @FootballDaftPod. Winners must be over 18 and stay in the UK. And you can get a free beer from Beer 52 as well. You can get free beer from Beer 52 as well. It's a monthly subscription service for beer, which they source from some of the greatest small batch breweries around the world. They theme cases every month with previous themes, including Germany, South Africa, Korea, New Zealand and more. All you need to do is go to beer52.com/daft and we can sort out free beers if you cover just £4.95 for the postage. You normally get 8, but as you're a Football Daft listener, we will give you 2 extra free beers. So that's a total of 10 free beers. So just go to beer52.com/daft. That's the word beer and the numbers 5 and 2.com to get your first case of 10 beers for free.
Well, everybody, another fantastic episode. In my opinion, a Football Daft comes to a halt for the week. Weekies get planned for the weekend trips. I know every day feels like a weekend for some of you.
Right, I've got a right good routine at the weekend now.
Oh, really?
Every Friday night, me and the boys go online, play pro clubs and sit and get pissed. Right?
Fantastic.
We do that, we catch up, brilliant. Saturday night, me and the missus and all my pals do a quiz and we sit and get pissed. So
Is that good doing that, Bob? I've been totally put off for that and all my family.
I've enjoyed it because it's Tam and Bert and
all the kind of usual suspects, mate.
Aye, so it's good. And just put the gazebo up. 2 weeks to go to the hot tub arrives.
Mate, are you getting a full biff to the hot tub or are you getting a lazy spa?
It's just one of the blow up ones, aye. Like
Is it a lazy spa? Is it a lazy spa? Where the fuck did you get one of them?
Nicola ordered it online. She ordered that about 4 weeks ago.
No, I've been phoning B&Q and the range and all that, and pure name dropping and giving it fucking it's Grado here episodes of River City and all that shit, trying to get a lazy spa.
8 episodes of River City. That's how you're not getting it.
Mate, it's funny because see the guy at B&Q, he went, I don't like River City. He said.
Do you think they've got extra stock for fucking actors in the back?
Well, what I said was maybe I goes to one of the guys like, go and give a wee fucking phone when they're in the morning. They'll fucking jump in, but it's not good.
No, but that's what I've been doing every weekend. So I've been doing that this weekend. What about you boys?
I've been pretty much the same, Steve. Every Friday night we've been doing a quiz.
Still apart from not doing that now.
Doing it.
We won those on Saturday night.
I've been writing the quizzes, so I've been like the quiz master, can I?
I can imagine you're good at that.
After that, on a Saturday night, my wee cousin tends to do a wee concert via Facebook Live.
Really?
Nice.
My wee cousin Sean Duncan.
We plug for that? We plug for your cousin?
Yeah, we'll fucking guitar out, and I've also been doing my other podcast.
Right, so thanks to Kenny Deuchar, thanks to Chris Millar, thanks to everybody that submitted their questions or their answers and stuff like that. If you want to rate, review or subscribe to all our shit on social media, please do. It's very easy to do so. It only leaves me with one more thing to do, and that is to leave the show with the #1 wrestling entrance theme song in British wrestling currently. He's only made, how many appearances you been in the ring? Two times, but he has the best theme music. Let's roll the credits with the rock version. Shell's Football entrance music version 1.
Thanks to Stephen Purden. Thanks to Chris.
Thanks to Stephen Purden.
Whoa!
Fuck my fucking ball, you cunt. Fucking
And
hell.
Grado.
And thanks to Grado.
Thanks to Chris Cole.
Hey, Chris. Right,
Hey lads, catch you later.
Yeah,
chatty bye.
Guys.
Audio Frontier.